The black man pinched his fingers and carefully took his first bite of fried chicken in his life. Then he asked the driver where to throw the bones, only for the driver to roll down the window without a second thought. Seeing this, the black man could not help but laugh, so he copied the driver, casually tossing all the bones out the window. However, while waiting at a red light, a girl nearby was shocked. How could a respectable white man serve as a driver for a lowly black man? Such a thing was almost unthinkable in America. At the time, the driver's name was Tony. Just a few months earlier, he had been an open racist. When his wife offered a black worker a glass of water, he would throw his own cup in the trash right in front of her. But after losing his job to support his family, he took on an unusual job, being the chauffeur and bodyguard for a black pianist named Don, accompanying him on a tour through the American South. Don was no ordinary man. He spoke 7 languages fluently, held 3 doctoral degrees, and the music from his fingertips was enchanting. Yet, even such a genius in the American South of that era could not enter a good restaurant or stay in a proper hotel. After a show in Pittsburgh, Don was booked into a rundown black motel. When he merely wanted a drink at a bar, he was attacked by local thugs. Tony arrived just in time, saving him with his fists and quick thinking. In Kentucky, Don was asked to play at a mansion, but was told to use an outhouse. In Alabama, he was stopped from trying on suits in a nice store. In Georgia, even as the guest performer, he was not allowed to eat in the restaurant, despite being set to play on that same stage. Just 45 minutes later, faced with these insults, Don went from quiet to anger, and finally defiance. He refused to perform and left with Tony. They went to a black jazz bar, where Don played real soul music for the first time, wearing a real heartfelt smile. On Christmas Eve, Tony drove Don back to New York as promised. Keeping his word to his wife, Don returned alone to his empty mansion, while Tony rejoined his lively family gathering. But just as dinner began, the doorbell rang. Don stood outside with a gift in hand, warmly welcomed into Tony's home. On that special night, the walls of race and class were broken by the power of true friendship.